The middle, coming up the middle. And eventually he's going to come around the side. He's going to look to the side, and the right hand's going to sneak up on him down the middle.
About the jabs.
And again, see, come around the side. The right hand looked like it didn't land clean, but man, this goes to show you the power of this guy. He's got all.
I'm here to fall down. So
he's
clearly
only been down once in his career prior.
And I think
Deontay Wilder is perhaps one of the most underrated boxers in history. Not only did he become the first U.S. citizen to hold the world heavyweight title after almost a decade's drought, but he also had a late start to his career. Wilder only took up boxing at the age of 20, eventually leading to a bronze medal at the Olympic Games. This propelled the Bronze Bomber to stardom, using his combination of power and explosiveness to absolutely dominate his future opponents. These are some of his greatest knockouts ever. As one of his best fights, Deontay Wilder took on Malik Scott. At the time, the fight was already considered to be one-sided. The moment Scott dropped his guard, this happened. A straight right caught Scott off guard, and the referee stopped the fight. It didn't take more than one round for Wilder to seal the deal and become one of the top fighters in the heavyweight division. The Wilder versus Szpilka fight was one of the most anticipated fights of the year. At the time, Wilder was already the WBC heavyweight champion and sought to officially establish his dominance. Round 1 was much closer than anticipated. Szpilka came out of the corner fully motivated and looked strong on his feet. He dominated the early goings, forcing Wilder into the ropes.
His right hand goes 15 to 20 to 1. Wilder.
crowd getting vocal.
But Wilder's speed finally became a factor when he continued to dodge the Polish fighter's advances. With his incredible footwork, Szpilka managed to win the first 3 rounds and made Wilder look somewhat silly with his missed punches.
Setting up, see the shots he's getting hit with. He's moving into Wilder's right hand. He can drive Wilder's thing that enters Wilder's
The fight was still in the balance, and whilst Wilder kept on swinging, he kept on missing, eventually even falling to one knee after a missed punch. Szpilka used a strategy of striking and simply dodging every advance from Wilder.
Take your time with the jab. It's going over there, Wilder, so you can stop and pop the right uppercut. The first round is 6 rounds back. Wilder needs a jab for a hook. He has to stay there.
The American became visibly frustrated by his opponent's awkward style. With no knockdowns in the early goings and Wilder resetting, the fight was close in the final few rounds. Each managed a few powerful blows. However, round 9 was the turning point, and halfway through, this happened. A right hook caught the Polish challenger on the jaw and knocked him out. The knockout was so severe that medical personnel immediately rushed to the ring to check on the Polish fighter's health. Wilder, meanwhile, raised his hand in victory, another successful title defense. An intense verbal confrontation between Tyson Fury and Wilder followed. The Wilder versus Stiverne bout would be one of the top rematches of the year. 2 years earlier, Wilder overcame his opponent via decision after 12 rounds. However, this time things would be different. Wilder had to face Stiverne as a mandatory challenger, while the great Don King promoted the fight. The second fight would not be a repeat of the first.
I expect you to obey these rules. Let's have a nice clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to the both of you.
Wilder shot out like a bullet, seeming calm in his punches. In fact, Stiverne didn't even seem like he was into the fight. Lefts and rights connected, and with less than a minute left in round 1, this happened.
This is the longest layoff for Wilder in his career.
If jab by Wilder now, thus far Stiverne hasn't shown the work rate. He's in it.
But the final moment came a few seconds later. With a few seconds left in round 1, Wilder took a decisive victory, cementing himself as the champ.
He is the winner by way of knockout.
After a failed drug test, Luis Ortiz was finally cleared to return to the ring. He quickly ran through journeyman Daniel Martz, setting up the bout against the champ. Wilder versus Ortiz was finally made official. Round 1 began in a cautious manner, followed by a second round where the fight just didn't seem to get going. Ortiz landed a few combinations, stunning Wilder and pinning him back into the ropes. Wilder took control, and with a few seconds left before the bell, this happened. After the knockdown, Wilder was in control. Despite mounting a comeback, Wilder was in control, landing a few combinations during the later rounds.
And there, going into this round, he had only landed 3.
In round 7, a slight slip-up by Wilder brought Ortiz back into the fight. In fact, Wilder merely survived round 7. Shots raining down from King Kong as Wilder tried to get out of harm's way. Rounds 8 and 9 were much closer than anticipated, with both fighters tethering on the edge of knocking each other out.
Need to navigate a minefield of... Luis Ortiz, best round of the fight. Trying to load up on the right hand, but Ortiz walking him down.
In round 10, Wilder took full control again, a level of control that completely shut out his opponent.
There's a right hand that backed. This been around, Wilder's probably won though.
Despite Ortiz getting back up after the knockdown, it would last long. Wilder continued advancing, and a few moments later, a powerful right uppercut sealed the deal. Wilder once again stood tall with the iconic belt around his shoulders.
It isn't all...
Brooklyn! Dominic Breazeale was next in the firing line. The fight, which was a mandatory title defense for Wilder, didn't have a massive build-up though. The only major controversy was Wilder saying that he wanted to add a body to his record. However, tension was palpable when the two finally met in the ring. Breazeale was somewhat guarded at the start. Wilder came out flying once again, leaving his opponent with nothing to do except defend for his life. In fact, it was complete and utter domination from the champ. With just a few seconds left in the first, the referee intervened.
To this point. Oh, big right hand! Down goes Breazeale!
A right caught by Breazeale would ultimately send him to the canvas, and the fight was done. Once again, Deontay Wilder was the dominant force in the ring.
Reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout, and still.
After 2 highly anticipated fights with Tyson Fury, Robert Helenius was next in the firing line. The Finnish boxer was dominant leading up to the fight. Despite Helenius coming to fight, it didn't last very long.
Introducing the bronze bomber, Deontay.
Just a few moments before the bell for round 1, this happened.
They're taking a good long look at Deontay Wilder as he shoves. Right hand and down he goes.
A straight right, and the Finn was done. Wilder ultimately Deontay Wilder might not be the best fighter ever, but he certainly made a name for himself in the boxing ring. His controversial presence wasn't always appreciated, but his knockouts made up for it. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.